This is going to be my follow-up from my last one I did early yesterday morning about with this motherfucker right here and hypocrite and fake-ass pastor. Y'all know this is NFL Hall of Fame, soon-to-be Hall of Famer, former Baltimore Ravens linebacker, former University of Miami Hurricanes alumnus, and also born and raised in Lakeland, Florida, in a park called Largo. This happens to be, y'all know, is Ray Lewis, who a lot of you armchair quarterbacks and this delusional armchair quarterbacks dub is one of the greatest linebackers to ever played the game, or played the position of middle linebacker. I overwhelmingly disagree. Ray Lewis, yeah, he was good, no doubt, but people tend to forget, especially here in South Florida, that when he came out of UM and he got drafted by the Ravens, who weren't even in existence at that time. They were still known as the Cleveland Browns till Art Modell, may he rest in peace, uprooted the team in the middle of the night and hauled ass to Baltimore. Which I can't say I don't blame him anyway, to get up out that cesspool called Cleveland. The reason I say that and all that, because nobody still ain't trying to answer about, or standing up for what happened to 12-year-old Tamir Rice, or John Crawford for that matter, or that damn cop who jumped on top of a car and fired 130 something rounds, and it's a lot of stuff. But let me get back on topic with this fucker here. Y'all know, as y'all officially know, June 21st, I believe, or 22nd, or yesterday, that Ray Lewis got hired by Fox Sports News. Keyword Fox. And you know how they always has the disdain toward black people. Unless you's a buck dancing, tap dancing, watermelon eating, sellout Sambo like him. So, what does Mr. Squirrel Dance, Mr. Double Murderer, does on his first day on the job? Yeah, by the way, he was on Speak for Yourself, or should I say, no, let me rephrase that. Suck for Yourself, with Colin the Klansman Coward, Jason Waterberg Whitlock, the Twinkie King, and of course, also the new coon on the block, Eric Davis, former San Francisco 49er cornerback. Now, in case y'all don't remember, he played in 96 alongside opposite of the other coon, Deion Sanders. Yeah, primetime, the same one, from straight out of Fort Myers, Florida State. How I know? I'm in Miami, so we know who's who. Okay. But let me just go ahead and go to this article here real quick, as you see when I talk about this idiot, and it's from Pro Football Talk. So, this is from Mike Florida, June 20th, so that was the other day. Eventual Hall of Famer Ray Lewis hasn't had immediate success in broadcasting. His second chance to stick in the business will come via Fox. Keyword Fox. Michael McCarty of SportingNews.com reports that Lewis has joined Fox Sports as an analyst. The move was expected to be announced Tuesday on FS1's Undisputed. That's with Skip and Shannon, and I'm glad they didn't do it. Lewis joined ESPN back in 2013 amid great fanfare, but things never really clicked for him there. After 3 seasons, ESPN opted to move on. Okay, let me stop there. That's the story that they want to tell you. the truth of the matter is, like, you know, Ray Lewis started doing that damn cooning since he did that stupid video that was posted on Facebook. Excuse me. In his prayer tower, you know, talking about Black Lives Matter, throwing black people under the bus, talking about so-called black on black crime, which ain't no such thing as black on black crime. It's called proximity crime. And once again, he used one of my favorite city, which I consider home away from home, and I vibe with a lot of people from there. I vibe a lot of people from there, and that's Chicago, which, by the way, is founded by a black man, John Deuce LeSable. Okay. You know, and the reason why they got rid of Ray Lewis, because it came right after his reports of his son is accused of sexually assaulting two white girls at East Carolina University. Probably some same type of trouble he was in when his son was playing with the U, and he transferred over there. He was getting into some shit down here in Miami. So that's the reason why they got rid of him, because, like, the fact of the matter, ESPN don't want to have nothing to do with that. But then again, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Let's continue. He won a pair of Super Bowls in a lengthy career with the Ravens. Yeah, we know. Which, by the way, he didn't do shit anyway. You know, let's just keep it 100 on that. Ray Lewis, the first Super Bowl he won, 2000 when they played the Giants. That was down in Tampa. They had the Super Bowl here in Tampa. It was against the Giants. Really, that whole defense should have got the credit, not him. But I found that kind of ironic. I'm gonna tell y'all why later. Where he arrived as a first rounder in '96. That's when the Browns left and became the Ravens, the original Browns, and he remained through 2012. His first Super Bowl win to cap the season after Ray Lewis faced double murder charges in Atlanta, arising from an incident that happened after Super Bowl 34. What is 25? Whatever. These Roman numbers, I can't get it. Y'all know that Super Bowl. That was the one they had down here. The Falcons and the Broncos. Super Bowl was here in Miami. Really, the Broncos shouldn't have been there. It should have been the Jets. But, you know, parties were all over the place during the 90s then. At every major club. I know, because I was part of that scenery. Anyway. So he later pled guilty to obstruction of justice. The league fined him $250,000. Now, normally something like this, you would have been suspended, but he was suspended. Paul Tagliabue was the commissioner then. An outcome that would never occur if the same set of facts unfolded in today's NFL. Yeah, so let me just stop there. Well, let me tell you the whole scenario of that. During the time in the Super Bowl, the Falcons, that's their first time ever going to the Super Bowl ever. That was, you had Jamal Anderson. That was everybody was doing the Dirty Bird dance and stuff. In the Buckhead section of Atlanta was a club there that's called Cobalt. And that's where the incident went down. Two local cats here from Miami, Oakley and Sweden, they got into an incident with some locals up there. They was hanging with Ray Lewis. Those two gentlemen I just mentioned. And the incident happened. Somebody gets stabbed. They jumped in Ray's limo and took off. Now, Ray charged, obstruction of justice, no doubt, but you know, but Ray was kind of involved in that too, because like he went to jail, but he didn't want to snitch. He wanted to try to quote unquote keeping it real with his homeboys. But then as soon as he got before that judge and all that, he threw them two cats under the bus. even though there wasn't proof that they had anything to do with that, with the murder. So here's where Art Modell and a few of the other small hats got involved. People don't know nothing about this behind the scenes, because, like, keep in mind, this was back in during the late 90s. Okay, O.J. Simpson just beat a double murder acquittal of Nicole Brown and Ron Simpson. Okay, this motherfucker here was gonna be the next O.J. Simpson, whether he knew it or not. And they got his behind off. Reason why? Because Ray Lewis is a commodity. Ray Lewis was selling out arenas, okay, with the Baltimore Ravens. And he beat them Chargers back in 99. Okay. At the same time, you had another Ray that was also involved in a murder. Ray Caruth, formerly of the Carolina Panthers, where he had sent hitmen to kill his baby mama because he didn't want to pay child support. And he drove all the way to Nashville and was hiding in the trunk of his car. Oh boy. You know, how stupid that was. You know, you going to Nashville. Like, ain't nobody gonna stop, ain't nobody gonna spot your black ass there. And he go hide off in the trunk. Man, look here, you on the run. Common sense would have told you get a passport, you take your ass out the goddamn country. Like that faggot Roman Polanski. That's why he's over where he's at now. And this just goes to prove that these idiots don't have a 2-cent brain. You know. Anyway. And that's why Ray Lewis sits where he's at now. And all the stuff he was doing, like he doing now, I seen the Coonan coming with him. I seen the Coonan coming with this motherfucker during the Baltimore uprising, when Baltimore PD murdered Freddie Gray. What he does, he's sitting in his prayer tower in Boca Raton, getting on TV, video or whatever, talking this noise, saying like that, man, y'all kids get out the streets and go home. Man, we carry this so-and-so on his back. Oh boy. Instead of him doing that, why he ain't even up there trying to help being on the streets, trying to stop it? You know, that's the thing about it. Oh, but he shows up though at a youth center, well, with security, of course, and Raven personnel. Man, please. And I said it on my last video yesterday. I said it on my video yesterday too, that when it comes down to the city of Baltimore right now, and I got friends and allies up in B-more. You know, shout out to my peoples up in Baltimore, man. I got much love for y'all, man. I love the people there in Baltimore. They don't even talk about this nigga. I talk to people all the time. They say he ain't never did nothing for the people there in Baltimore. But Wendell Pierce, that's who they talk about. He spent $20 million of his money. That's the brother who acted on The Wire. Y'all seen him on a few times on Bill Maher's show, which was Politically Incorrect or Real Time, whatever it is. You know, and he created jobs there. And the people in West Baltimore and Baltimore City. I mean, okay, you got your little Ray Lewis Foundation and all that, but really, I really ain't even seen nothing about this, you know. And that's what Ray Lewis is about. But when he got drafted by Ravens, he was down here in Miami South Beach. You riding here flossing and shit, riding the convertible Benz, you know, calling yourself Birdman and all this stuff. Please, you can miss me with that shit, Ray Lewis, with your dumb ass. But as of recent, as I stated yesterday, you know, he was over there, got hired by Fox Sports 1. He was on Suck For Yourself. with those three idiots I just mentioned. The new coon on the block, Eric Davis, Colin the Klansman Coward, and the manatee known as Jason Waterburger Whitlock. And the first thing he does, he gets right out there and he throws shade, major shade, at Colin Kaepernick. You know, y'all heard it yesterday. Y'all can go back to that video and look at it for yourself. You know, this nigga is a clown, man. And, you know, I hate using the N-word like that, but damn it, I got to go straight on there, because right now, Ray Lewis, the streets are not feeling you. You know, he's been so much like Pastor Darrell, Lloyd Banks, Brian Pumper Scott. They both got one thing in common: they both remain out of touch. And they will continually to remain out of touch. And if you think I'm lying, look at this. Let me see if I could. Let me just pull it up for y'all. Give me 1 second, family. Refresh. Snatch another one I just saw that kind of made me sick to my stomach. Just shift away from this for a second. Yeah, cause this fucker here really pissed me off, man. My apologies, people. My apologies. I'm trying to get it for y'all. You know, y'all just bear with me for a second. another one of that idiot right here. Yeah, remember that, Ray? And even had the Dodger jersey on there. Oh, by the way, the number on there is 7. Same jersey number Colin Kaepernick wear. Piece of shit. Well, I'll post that up in my Instagram post. But nonetheless, this the one I was talking about, where he's over here with the orangutan 45 that was at Trump Tower. You know, look at that. You know, the coons, they'll be glad to go ahead and pose. I was saying, let me get in the pose with your picture, massa. You know, they love to do that. Love to do that. And then here's the other one that really made me sick to my stomach. There's RayCOON Lewis. There's Jim Brown. And of course there's Daryl Brian, as Tory Rain said, let me see if I get this right. Darren Brian Pumper Lloyd Banks. I may have said it wrong in the wrong order. Lloyd Banks, Brian Pumper Scott. You know, I'm saying this is gonna be the first. That was gonna be that time. That was the first and last time you will ever see that many black people in Trump Tower. Just to strip back down memory lane. But he want to get out here. You want to talk junk about Colin Kaepernick. Well, let me tell you something like what Colin Kaepernick has been doing. Despite the fact that, you know, y'all upset about the fact that when he posts something on his Instagram or tweet like that, look, that's his shit. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do with it. But, you know, Ray Lewis, he talked about this, what he's saying, how he take kids out of the inner city and he taking them out the weekend up to Saginaw for a barbecue. A barbecue! Really? Really, Ray? I don't see you doing nothing like what Colin Kaepernick doing. Let me take another trip real quick. People, come with me. Come with me. Walk with me. As Tupac would say. Walk with me. This is Colin Kaepernick's website. Kaepernick7.com. Okay, what it's about, and you know, the $1 million pledge, you know, and he's still getting out there putting in work. You know, Colin Kaepernick has given money, you know, to a lot of organizations. A lot of organizations had donated. This is the latest ones from the month of April. This is from Asada's Daughters in Chicago, where he just opened up a Know Your Rights camp. $25K. You know, I know fans watching, whatever. HOME in Lithuania, Georgia, which y'all know New Birth Baptist Church is located at. You know, the one that pedophile who passed away. You know, Eddie didn't be around for long. You know, look how much they get. Grassroots Leadership, Austin, Texas now. Okay? And the American Friends Service Committee, that's in Phoenix. A lot of donations again. You know, Colin Kaepernick is doing all that. He's been doing all that since October 2016. All the way till now. They haven't even got the May and June ones in yet. The Know Your Rights camps. Very well known. The open one, the first one jumped off in the Bay Area. Then it spread. The main one being in Chicago. The 10-point program. Very similar to that of the Black Panther Party 10 points program. Okay? Plain and simple. Media and all that. So So Ray Lewis can get out here. He can miss me with that stuff, you know. And I said this once and I say it again. You know, he up here talking about he want Colin Kaepernick and well as other players. When you on that football field and you put that uniform on, you just there to play football. One unit, one mind, one unit. So he basically saying, and him and Colin Cowherd, who basically we found out yesterday that he trolls Colin Kaepernick on his Instagram page. Typical cracker, always trolling black folks' account to see what they talking about because they ain't got no fucking life of their own, or they got a sick obsession with us. It's typical of Colin the Klansman Cowherd. Shoot, he ain't been right ever since ESPN fired his ass for that comment he made years ago about Dominican baseball players. And to all the Dominicans, I'm gonna say it once, I'm gonna say it again. All of y'all that want to try to get out here and want to try to pretend to be Caucasians, this is what that redneck thinks of y'all. This is what people like him think of you. And try to deny your Afrocentric heritage. That's just a food for thought. Because a few of my best friends happen to be Dominican. So, Ray, you want no black players or black person not supposed to have an opinion. You just want them to help seal the deal along with the other two coons you sat up there beside to not have an opinion about what had happened, about unarmed black people getting gunned down in the streets by these race cowards who wear a badge and uniform, or they're doing some vigilante type shit, or in reference to George Zimmerman or whatever. And look what just happened in the Philando Castile. You know, Ray Lewis is probably just sitting at his prayer tower with his knuckle dragging trick and probably saying like, oh man, that's messed up. Okay, baby, what else you want to do? That's this nigga's mindset right there. Because, you know, he sold his soul a long time ago just for some breadcrumbs, thinking that he's gonna get to sit at the table with them, thinking he's gonna get a bigger slice of the pie, which he's not. The little money that you getting and all this other stuff, those are just trinkets. But the thing is, him, Jason Whitlock, Eric Davis, Deion Sanders, Stephen A. Smith, Larry Elder, Jesse Lee Peterson, who else? Armstrong Williams. It's so many of these fucking David Clark. Yeah, there's so many of these coons, and I'm not even finna acknowledge Ben Carson's stupid ass, because you know, anybody that come out there and say some shit saying poverty is a state of mind, his mama dropped them on his head too many goddamn times for me. I ain't got time for that shit. You know. And I think he's really Ray Lewis is really suffering from CTE, you know, coon to the end. So I can't tell you, you probably listening to the disposition in my voice how much hatred I have for this person. You know, I really do. You must feel like how much hatred I have for this person. And, you know, because he just goes ahead and just solidify people. They solidified the fact that, you know, that the NFL is racist and they don't care nothing about the black players. We just only good enough only for you to entertain us. You know what I'm saying? We just want to go ahead, keep your mouth shut, keep it. That's just like even at your regular job or career or whatever. Because whether you know it or not, you have a platform, even at your 9 to 5. And I would use that to my advantage to go ahead to spread spread awareness, to stand up for my people. Because like one thing about with me, and I said this millions of times and stuff like that, you know, I speak up for my people because I love my people unconditionally, don't matter what, because that's part of my culture. That's what's embedded in my DNA. That's my DNA makeup. You know, having love for yourself and loving your people. Because Because I think I can't really paraphrase or quote what Martin Luther King said, but in a kind of way what Martin Luther King said does make sense. Does make sense, because if you're not doing nothing with your platform, whatever, and you're not showing and standing up or loving for your people, then you're not standing up for something, then you're not fit to live. And this fool here is not fit to live. Neither is Jason Whitlock, Whataburger Whitlock, or Eric the Emu Davis. Because that fool looked like a damn emu to me, man. I swear. You know. But see, that's how it is. But tell you the truth, the way how he was talking, he's jealous of Colin Kaepernick. Shaq is jealous of Colin Kaepernick. And I don't know why Fat Joe even had to say something there. His ass, he just need to shut up. Because they don't got the moral fiber that Colin Kaepernick has. As y'all seen when I showed you on the website, this man is donating money. He's doing everything he can. And he ain't even got a job yet. He ain't even been picked up by a team yet. You know. So Ray Lewis, he can go ahead, he can kiss my ass as far as I'm concerned with that though. Because like the people in Baltimore tell me he doesn't do shit for them. Never had, never will, during the time he was there. And we can tell you that even down here in South Florida. That motherfucker never did anything like, I never seen Ray, like I said, I never seen Ray Lewis in Overtown. Never seen him in Liberty City. I never seen him in Little Haiti. I never seen him in Brown Sub. I never seen him over in Hialeah. I never seen him in Opelika. I never seen him over in Wynwood. I never seen him in Attapata, Carroll City, now known as Miami Gardens. That's the corporate name for it, but we still call it Carroll City. Miramar, Pembroke Pines, Hallandale Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Lauderhill. You know, none of them. So he can miss me with that shit, Ray. West Palm Beach, I never seen him now. But you probably find his ass up in Boca. You probably see him there. But, you know, like I said, he's a clown. He's a fucking clown, man. A real piece of work, a real piece of shit. You know, to get out here and he wants to throw shade at Colin Kaepernick. Like well, you gotta make it mind. Do you want to be a quarterback or do you want to be an activist? Same thing that another coon had recently said way back. Snoop Dogg. As far as I'm concerned with Snoop Dogg, fuck him too. Shit. Motherfucker shit. He turned around and did some cross-action shit to Pac, and I believe he set Pac up to get killed too. Kept asking Pac that he wanted to go to Vegas, and Pac didn't even want to go to Vegas. Yeah, people tend to forget about that. I'm glad they didn't leave that part out in the movie All Eyes on Me, which I went to go see. I'm still uploading that, right? The movie analysis for that. We gonna do that one. That's still gonna come up in a few hours and days to come. But Ray Lewis, man, this boneheaded, muscle-bound, mumbling idiot, he just need to shut up when it come down to Colin Kaepernick and going around here. He just threw the whole black community under the bus on his first day on the job, and he's too damn stupid to even realize what the fuck he did. Fuck this motherfucker, man. I hope his ass get fired again.